Getting the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. Taken at the goal line. And he'll go down at the 2-yard line. What a disaster there.
Only able to get it to the 2-yard line on his return. Not going to make a lot of friends on your team when you only get it that far.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. They are currently mired in a losing streak. Now they get the short week for the Thursday night game. Do you see that? And it's intercepted. Picked by Julian Love. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Falcon defense has a touchdown. Charles, it is pretty rare that we see a team build this kind of lead in the opening quarter. And, man, they seem to be clicking on all three phases right there. The defense doing its part with a pick six.
And it's absolutely been the definition of a start that you would pick for yourself and for your team, right? And I have a feeling that they just want to stay in this zone. What's truly incredible about this start is they can add on a couple more scores. This one could legitimately be over in the second quarter.
And that'll be a little too hot to handle as it will skip through the end zone for a touchback here. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And they, of course, coming into this one in the midst of a tough losing streak. They did get helped out by the open week last week, and in talking with him, all indications were, Charles, that was a very helpful break.
Yeah, I know a lot of teams, coaches, they hate taking time off in the midst of a losing streak because they think they have to stay on their toes and punch their way out of it. But occasionally, you get that open week, you step back, evaluate what's been going wrong, see what you can put in that can move you forward, and maybe you get a chance to breathe a little bit and kind of start over.
On third down, Freeman. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And fourth down now coming up.
Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
They're indeed going for it as they look to throw. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. A surprising move to go for it. Predictably, at least somewhat predictably, it doesn't pay off. And the Falcons will take control of the football in great field position. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Touchdown! Kyle. Touchdown. And the Falcons are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Now Younghoe Koo for the extra point. It's good, and they stretch their lead to 28-0 now. So this not what we expected. 28-0 here in the first as another kickoff is away. And they will not get a chance to return this one. It's through the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. They've got to be absolutely reeling right now. Couldn't have expected to be down this big, this early. But that's the spot they're in as they come up to try again here. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down. Well, this defense for the Falcons, they were terrific a week ago in that victory over Tampa Bay, Charles.
And I'm eager to see the game plan and trying to attack them this week, because when you take it away 4 times through interceptions, what do you do now when you go into a game? Do you decide you can't throw the ball? Do you try and run it more? Or do you tell your quarterback, make sure you see your guys open before you deliver?
Charles, Thursday night game, I think a lot of teams probably say shrink the playbook somewhat. Is that correct?
I think you're right about that, because you just don't have the amount of time that you have in a normal week to put in a full playbook. So as you said, you shrink the playbook, pick out the plays that work best for you. And you know what else you're looking for?
What's that?
Who are the freshest guys coming off the last game to play on a Thursday night? Guys have a little extra pep in their step. You go with them.
The Saints with a football here to begin quarter number 2. As they've got it with a third down coming up. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. From the gun on third down, Freeman. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sack.
19 points.
They'll try and throw for it here. He'll air it out deep for Thomas. And for the third time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by A.J. Terrell. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Falcon defense has a touchdown. So they go on fourth down. Not only do they not get it, it turns into 6 points the other way. Disastrous.
And many people think you should just go ahead and knock it down in that situation. Turn it over for the offense. But I had a defensive coordinator recently tell me, we see that as a passive play. We don't do that anymore. We want the ball in our hands, and we want to head the other way.
It's probably also instinct a lot of times. If you see a lot of green grass ahead of you, go ahead and grab it.
It's the exact right play to do. That's knowing when to break the rules and when to make a play that maybe you hadn't been taught.
Koo able to connect on the extra point. And the rout is on here in this first half. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. Now remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick six, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go around.
Yeah, and sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick six and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for it for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone.
Second down, and it's Kamara again. And this is going to be back-to-back tackles for a loss here as the Falcons' defense yet again drops him behind the line. Give him a loss of 6 yards, and it brings up third down. Another example right there how this defense really is winning the entire game at the point of attack.
Yeah, right there at the line of scrimmage, because they are dominating it. It allows their interior guys to get upfield and spill into the backfield. So how are you going to combat that? You know, people say bring in your tight end, keep him in. Your running backs, they have to step forward. Bottom line, your offensive line has to block them first to give yourself a chance.
Losing 2 yards that time, and now it's fourth down. So on fourth down, here's Johnny Townsend to punt it. And taken at the 46. It'll be 37 yards there on the punt. And this offense takes over in great shape right at the 50. First and 10. very good starting field position for the Falcons offense as they come up 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line. They'll run with Sanders up the middle. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
And that's what I'd like to see out of this defense. A little fire, a little toughness. It hasn't been the best first half for them. They did do a nice job there, forcing a loss on that play.
2nd and 11. Got a man over the middle, and it's complete. Touchdown, Falcons!
For as big and strong as some of these guys are, especially when you see them in full pads, it is sometimes hard to appreciate how truly fast they can move. That was incredible.
And that's the kind of play where you have to kind of catch your breath afterwards. So just give me a second here, because when he shifted into high gear, he was an absolute blur out there. No substitute for speed. We talk about that all the time. The evidence was right there.
And his top speed, as computed by Next Gen Stats, 21.6 miles per hour.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And 3 and out on the last drive. No points on the scoreboard. A little soul-searching now?
I would say so. And they need to help out their defense a little bit. They've had to be on the field a lot more than normal, put them in some tough spots. But what's the old adage? When you get another chance, it gives you a better chance to do it right.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Again, it's Kamara. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. That's going to go down as a loss of 5, and it brings up 3rd down. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action.
We need a crafty play call here. 14 yards is what they need to try to convert this thing.
A 10th carry for Kamara. He went backwards 5 yards there on 3rd down to bring up 4th. Here's Johnny Townsend to punt it away. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Falcons are set up well to begin their drive as it'll begin in enemy territory already. On 1st and 10, it's Sanders. And they'll get this just to the 47, 1-yard gain.
Now, that's a mountain of a man that just made that stop, isn't it? But he's more than that. This guy's nimble and quick. More than a space eater, he just made a great play there.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. That's going to be caught by Pitts. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. So after the big play, look at this, all the way down at the 15 now on 1st and 10. Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. This is caught. 4 seconds left, and there's the timeout. In field goal range and a chance to tack on 3 before intermission.
Here we go. Flag 2.
They'll throw now on the final play. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted.
And he will be brought down on what will be the final play of this first half.
So we've reached halftime here in what is quickly turning into quite a rout. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. The Falcons back to receive. They've got the lead, and they'll get this football as the second half gets underway. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. Second half will start with a run by Sanders. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down.
6, 7.
He'll look to throw. In trouble here, and down he goes. Back at the 8-yard line. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sand.
Now that was a passer's nightmare. The front door totally shut down by the defense, so he kept going backwards, hoping to find another avenue of escape. It didn't exist.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. The Sanders has got it complete. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. A real letdown defensively. That was 3rd and a bundle, but they allow the conversion. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw.
He's got his pass-catching tight end. That's Pitts.
Only able to gain a couple there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line, but once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
Throwing again on 2nd down, but this time it's incomplete.
My first thought is surprise, because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
Back to throw again. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Marcus May with a pick.
And the Saints are going to take possession of the football. Well, with the size of lead that this offense has, I don't think that interception is really going to affect them much. But at least for this defense, something small to hang their hat on.
Yeah, and let's face it, they're not even scoreboard watching anymore, right? They're just trying their best to make a play, get themselves off the field, which they just did, and salvage a little bit of pride in this one.
2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. Inside 4 minutes to go, 3rd quarter. On 2nd down, Kamara. After getting stuffed on 1st down, not much better there. 2-yard gain.
We're just looking at the scoreboard and where we're at in the 3rd quarter. I don't know that it's going to matter much at this point, CD, but these small runs on the ground, they're not going to get it done.
No, they're not. And right now, the guys stopping the run have been superior in this ball game, giving them no openings, no seams, and now they've got this game well in hand.
And he's going to be stopped here at the 43, and that is not near enough to pick up the 1st. It'll be a gain of 4, but it won't be enough. It leaves him with a 4th down now. He's got the leg, but it's no good. He missed it right, and they will remain well behind.
I don't care who you are. 60 yards is a very ambitious attempt. Hard to make even in practice in the best of conditions. And now, worst of all, you give the other guys the ball to start their drive at midfield.
3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. The play-action fake. They'll look to throw.
Dumps this one off to Algier.
And he is out of bounds inside the 35. 14 yards there and a Falcon 1st down.
Well, I certainly don't want to pile on, but this defense has just not been up to the challenge in this game, and this continues as we see here. Coverage, not been very good. Soft in spots. There's an easy throw and catch for another 1st down.
Now this throw caught left side. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. A good pickup there at 22.
Now a 1st and 10 at the 11.
He'll drop to throw. Eluding the pressure right. And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down. Marcus Davenport, the 1st rounder out of UTSA, with a sack. Now back to throw. Touchdown, Falcons! A great play there with his 2nd touchdown of the night. And the Falcons are able to extend their lead in the
final seconds of this third quarter.
Extra point by Koo, up and good. And the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter.
Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off.
And that one bounces out of the back of the end zone, so we'll start the drive at the 25 on the touchback. And this will probably be the last play of the quarter. They'll try to get the offense going with Kamara. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. 1 quarter remains here in this Thursday night matchup. So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. They run it again with Kamara. And he'll be upended here after a pickup of 3, getting it out to the 25. Seems pretty obvious defensively. A key was stopping the run game. How they done it so successfully.
To me, it seems that these guys really did a nice job of paying attention during the scouting report meeting. And you know, Brandon, when they do those, they talk about the top plays that these guys like to run. The best runs for the top running back. Those are the ones you focus on and want to take away. And they've done that pretty successfully in this game.
And he is going to have a Saints first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
So after the run by Kamara, now another 1st and 10. Now they'll run on the draw. And he's going to be stacked up right at the line of scrimmage. Nothing there for him. 2nd down. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. The busy night continues for Kamara. He'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. The Saints first down there on a gain of 11. And looked like some movement there. Let's get the call.
The offense knew it. They were already starting to walk back as that one is accepted.
The false start backs them up 5. 1st and 15. Following the penalty, it's Kamara. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage.
2nd and 15.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. And the Falcons get there. The Falcons get the sack. Down he goes.
Loss of 10 as multiple defenders get to him.
Talk about 2 sides of the ball at cross purposes, because mercifully this game's almost over for the offense, but the defense, they still want to get a few shots in. Their front 7, they've loved this ball game. They've been able to pad their stats, and maybe some backups can get in and get a sack as well.
Throwing on 3rd and long. Freeman. And the pressure gets to him again. Lorenzo Carter drops him again for the 2nd straight play, and it brings up 4th down. Here now, Johnny Townsend, as he's on to punt for New Orleans. Taking a couple yards shy of midfield. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40.
And nice work on the return as he gets about 15 yards back.
And this offense, they're going to have excellent field position. They take over with a 1st and 10 on the short side of the field.
The Sanders there with a first down carry that might have gotten a yard, if that. 2nd down.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Falcon football as we welcome you back.
2nd and 9.
They've got a 2nd down now as they look to salt this one away.
2nd down, back to Sanders.
Trying to run inside, but nothing there. Officially no gain on the play, and they're left with a 3rd and 8. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle, that's what we saw right there.
Yeah, and that's what their job is. And really, a lot of the time, they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance. They're just headed straight for the quarterback. That was good recognition on that play to hold them to no gain.
And this will be caught in the carnage. It's another touchdown.
But not much defensive resistance on that drive. Really, Charles, the way this offense has been humming, they haven't faced much defensive resistance the entire game.
Yeah, I think it's safe to say that one team, their defense did not wake up and make it to the stadium for this one. There may be some major changes on that side of the ball when we see them the next time out.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. And what is this? They're lining up here to punt on first down. And this one will be touchdown right at the 30-yard line. So first and 10 now from the 30. And they will take a knee here. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just over a minute to go in the game.
Let's go.
The defense can stop it twice more as they take a knee here. Now a second timeout called for by the defense. That'll leave them with just one remaining in this fourth quarter of play. And they take a knee. Now the defense will burn their third and final timeout as it comes with exactly a minute to go in the football game. Back to throw here. Going down the middle, and it's complete.
And he is going to have the Falcons first down as they manage to convert, and that'll keep the drive alive.
Up the middle they go with Sanders. And he's taken down at the 50 after a short gain of 2.
So not just a blowout win for them today, Charles, but a shutout blowout win as well. Clearly just a superior effort on both sides of the ball.
And didn't it feel like you get a touchdown, you get a touchdown, and then the defense jumped up and said, hold it, we're getting involved as well. You're exactly right. Big points, both sides contributing, a full team win.
So for the Falcons, they keep pace for a playoff spot as they move to 7-3. And now they'll have a few extra days here before they face the Giants next week. Meanwhile, for the Saints, they are barely afloat as they fall to 4-5. And they'll try to get back on the beam next week as they'll head to Cleveland to take on the Browns.